Let's talk about a button that every Facebook post should have. It's the button that expands the conversation, that allows you to connect deeper with your customers, but also shows that you care more about what you're doing than the speed of execution. This, my friends, is the See More button. Let's talk about long form versus short form content as it relates to Facebook posts.
My goal is to help restaurant owners finally get to where they want to go. But more than that, my goal is to find entrepreneurs within that segment that actually know what it means to hustle. That's my goal. Come on the journey with me.
Restaurant Marketing Secrets, episode 615. I'm your host, Matt Plapp, and today we're talking about long form versus short form content on your Facebook posts. This isn't about anywhere else. This isn't talking about Instagram or other platforms because every platform has its own nuances. But I want to talk about the opportunity that exists on Facebook to tell more stories, to give more details, to go deeper into the conversation with your customers. And the majority of you are not doing this. And I understand the mindset at first blush. You think that shorter is better, that attention spans are shorter than they used to be, and that somebody's on Facebook and they want to look at a picture and look at one line and go on their way. But I'm going to give you a couple reasons of why that is not true. Number one, the difference between Facebook and Instagram with regards to the ease of reading text on a post is much different. So yes, you're probably correct in assuming that making an Instagram video or even a picture post and then putting 10 paragraphs of information below that is not going to be a great strategy. Why? Because I myself find it hard to read. But Facebook, the way the platform is built, is really easy to read. Now, there are some things you can do to make it easier, but the reason I want to bring this to you today is two-pronged. Number one, the value of giving Facebook positive attribution for those people that take the time to consume the long-form content. And number two, the connection it allows you to make with your customers, because not everybody's in a hurry. Not everybody's looking just to scroll, click, click, click. Some people want to go deeper, which is the reason there are a lot of videos online that are 5, 10, 15 minutes long that get massive engagement. The perception is you got to say it in 30 seconds. I watch 15 to 20 minute videos all the time because the topic captivates me and because the storyteller has my attention, and then I go down a path. So first, when you're on Facebook, the last thing you want to do for the majority of your posts is have it to where the See More button doesn't exist. And what I mean by that is when you only type one or two lines, so you put on there, Happy Memorial Day. All you're going to get is Happy Memorial Day and whatever picture you put, and it's gone. Now, if you're doing one of the posts that are not text, that are the boxes with the text within them, different story. This is a traditional Facebook post. Whereas if you make that post and put Happy Memorial Day, enter to the next paragraph, what does Memorial Day mean for you? Comma, let me tell you what it does mean to me. And then you go on and tell a story. It's going to create, after I think line 3, a button that says See More, where the user of Facebook has to click See More and it expands the comment, the description. Here's why that's important. Facebook's algorithm knows who stops on your posts. They know who clicked the See More button. They know who clicked the pictures. They know how long they stay on there. What that allows you to do is get more data for the platform so they can find more people that look like that person. And you are correct that if 10 people scroll down and see your post and click See More and it's 14 paragraphs long, of those 10, there's going to be a lot less that would read the entire thing than there would be that would. But here's why that's important. Let's say it's 2 out of 14 read a very long text. Like one I saw the other day was a guy from a restaurant talking about how he makes his dough every day. Yeah, 2 out of 14 people might read that entire thing. But the important part is that Facebook sees the 2 people. And there's 100,000 data points behind those 14 people. So they're able to say, okay, what is it within this person's makeup and DNA that made them stay here? I bet this restaurant would be interested in having more of them that are located near the restaurant. That's the concept of social media. To feed the algorithm information so that its AI, its machine learning, can help your profile out. So that's number one. The fact that you get more people to engage, the fact that you get information for the machine learning of Facebook, what we would call AI today, inside there to help find more people that would benefit from knowing what you're doing on your page. The second part of it is it genuinely allows you to connect with your audience. Storytelling is not gone. It is a lost art. I remember 2 years ago when Avery of Little Italy was opening his brand new location and moving down the street from the place where his family had this business for like 50 years. And the inclination was to make a post and a couple sentences. And I said, Avery, tell your story. Share a picture of you with your dad in the kitchen from when you were 5 and tell a story about what your connection to that restaurant meant as a kid and how it's impacting you now as an adult. Early on, Avery wasn't good at writing those. Today, he's a freaking lyricist. I guess you maybe say lyricist with a pen or a keyboard. I mean, what he puts in there is emotional. It connects at a deep level. It tells a story. It builds a brand. That's what it's all about. It's about connecting with people. And you're right. If you are saying, well, Matt, not everybody's going to engage with that, you're completely correct. You should not be creating content for everybody. You should be creating content for specific people. You should be creating content that is sniper focused. And understand that, you know what, if I make this video of me making dough, and then I write a post about how we make our dough and what goes into it and why we do it this way and why we don't do it the other way and what it means to the quality of your pizza, you're right. If 14 people happen to stop on that post and only 2 of them connect with that, those are the 2 you want to talk to. And you want to continue to find those 2. Now, I will say this. Within there, make sure you space things out correctly. And make sure you don't go crazy with emojis. I used to be the emoji king back in the day. I'd have an emoji for every damn thing in there. It distracts the eyes. It's unusual. And sometimes bullet points, I like the little check marks that kind of check off what you're doing, are great little emojis to use. The spacing of having extra paragraphs in there, because people's eyes, like me, when I look at a nutritional label on a protein bar now, like, man, I'm 48, I got decent vision, but still it's like just shit's so small, it's so compacted. You want to make sure that you make it easier for people to consume it. So I find that spacing is important there too. The other part you can expand on this on is within your emails. Chris Rock from Rock Pit Brewing in Florida, I highly recommend you subscribe to his emails. He uses email to use long-form storytelling. We, my company this week, are actually starting to get back into it. I've been writing a blog now for almost 2 months, and we're going to start this week with one of my blog posts in an email. Long-form storytelling. Not a 3-sentence, click here to buy this shit. It's going to be a story about marketing and how it impacts a restaurant. And it's going to be something that's going to take 3 to 5 minutes for somebody to read. And yes, I know we're going to lose a lot of people in those, but we're going to gain the right people. That's all I got. Talk to you tomorrow.
That was easy.
And you know what else is easy? Dominating your marketing when you have the America's Best Restaurants free annual marketing plan program. Go to mattplapp.live/2024. mattplapp.live/2024. You will get a downloadable document that you can print off and plan your restaurant's marketing like never before. And this is specifically built for you, restaurant owners. And inside the online training is a month-by-month breakdown with 3 copy and paste campaigns and my personal favorite, the emails, the Facebook post, the text, the graphics. Go ahead and join for free. mattplapp.live/2024.